Future, 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 future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know the vibes. It's your boy LeekyBandzz, and you are now tuned in with LeekyBandzTV. And I ain't gonna waste no time. I ain't gonna play no games with y'all. You already know I'm late. I'm late today. Sorry, I'm late. I'm super late. But as y'all know me, yo, we do this shit live, son. And it's me. Like, go easy on me. But yeah, I got Shady Price in the building too right now. So we're gonna do a little shout out. I'm gonna do something that I normally don't do on the podcast, but we gotta let her talk her shit. So she gonna be chiming in from the phone as well. If you don't know about Shady Baby, then y'all need to go tune in. Shady Price on all platforms. Make sure you go download that. Show some love and support. It's real music. Like, she's a female that actually knows how to rap. Like, nicer than a lot of you women out there. So facts. Yeah, and I ain't even gonna tell y'all, but she didn't help me with a few lines. Yeah. I said it. A female helping a male rap. Yup. That's how you play with them. But yo, once again, like I said, we are in the building. I want to appreciate everybody that joins this live. I want to appreciate everybody that watches the episodes after the live stream. Like I said, once again, we do this live to give that natural experience, that natural energy, that organic energy. Now, if I pre-record this shit, y'all gonna have a fake energy from me. Y'all gonna have some scripted shit. So I like to really go off of the natural energy that I get when I see shit or when I'm talking on a certain topic. So first and foremost, this is the music and business episode. But before we even get into discussing music, business, or anything in that nature, I want to know how y'all been. How you feeling? You know, it's Monday night right now. It's November. What's today? It's November 20th. It's Monday. It's 8:27 right now. And I'm doing this live. But I just want to know how y'all feeling. So let me know in the comments how you feel. If you had a great day, I don't give a fuck. Tell me whatever you feel like sharing. Okay. And then we're gonna get into these topics. We're gonna get into this music business. We're gonna get into ownership. We're gonna get into rights, ownership, copyrights, intellectual property, monetization, distribution, and publishing. These are all different categories. So that's why I'm breaking it down like that, because I want to give us artists, entrepreneurs, and any upcoming creator the full foundation to understand what they are really getting into. See, when a lot of people talk about music, they just tell you, oh, yeah, you got to be nice. You got to rap, boom, boom, build a fan base, stuff like that. Nobody talks about the music business. And then when they do, all they tell you about is publishing and marketing. That's the only thing that comes to music commentators. So really, I just wanted to discuss certain topics that I feel like do not get enough energy, attention, and just wanted to break down my terms and definitions of them and how I look at these different factors and sectors in business in general. So, first topic we're gonna get into is beats and production. Now, why I wanted to start this off first is simply because I feel not a lot of artists take beats and production serious. Now, when I say serious, of course, we all find a beat, we hear it, and we say, yo, this is fire, and we get to right into it. No, that's not what I'm talking about when I say beats and production. I'm talking about building a production team. I'm talking about understanding your craft, understanding your vision, who you are as a person, what message you want to share, what message you want to get across for your followers, for your supporters, or whoever may be paying attention to you, your music, your brand, and your platform. So why am I starting with beats after naming all of that? Because what is a song without the instruments? What is a record without the instruments? You know, like, just as important as the artist is or the moment is, the instruments used on this instrumental is just as important and valuable. So that's why we are starting with beats, because I wish a lot of people would understand their demographic when it comes to production in general. You know, understanding how to build a team of producers, how to work with producers to better showcase your lyrics or whatever you may be trying to showcase within music in general. So beats to me is very much important. This is just as important as the lyrics, as you writing down your lyrics or whatever you may discuss and talk about in music in general. So that's one thing that I really want to get out the way. Another thing is the production side of beats. There's a difference between producers and a beat maker. There's a difference between someone who knows how to work and you know, in an environment of instruments, and a producer who knows how to connect the perfect collaborators to produce the perfect body of work that we may appreciate or listen to as well. So the production side is totally different from just making a beat. Production then steps into the first sector that I was talking about, which is basically understanding your vision, understanding what you want to showcase. No matter if it's through this one record, no matter if it's through multiple records, no matter if it's every time that audience is getting to hear you and your music. Production is just as much as important as what you are saying, what you are doing, and what you look forward to do in the future with your music and your craft in general. So we're gonna start off just with those two. Like I could have just went straight to business and no that money talk, but that'd be cringy and fake of me to just skip past the fact that you have to craft quality content. And this quality can be different forms. There's different forms of quality. Quality is not always just what is considered best for you or scientifically healthier for you. That is not always what is the best thing to do. So sometimes as well, too much health is not always that healthy. I don't know if anybody has ever heard that. Drinking too much water can kind of be not so good for you. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm inciting here when talking about that and showcasing that. Next topic that I really want to get into is distribution and publishing. Distributing music and publishing music. Distributing content and publishing content. No matter what word we would put at the end of distribute and publish, they are always going to be two separate entities. They are always going to be two separate environments. So whatever you publish, you can also not have distributed. Whatever you distribute, you can also not publish. These are two different sectors. These are two different ideas, two different income flows, and these are two different parts of the music business in general, So why am I talking about distribution and publishing if we already know these are two different things? Because have you ever watched an interview and you heard a rapper say, "Hey, I own my masters. I just got my publishing back"? Well, if you heard someone say anything similar to that, this is exactly why I'm breaking down the difference of distribution and publishing, the difference of distributing content and publishing content. That is totally different. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but it is totally different. You can distribute something without publishing it. That is 100% accurate. Okay? So, why are we chiming in on that? Why do we want to talk about that? Well, what can you teach us about distribution and publishing? Okay, well, this is the first difference with distribution and publishing. Distribution is when you consider to release a format of something via your network of channels, no matter if it's locations, no matter if it's digitally, virtual, physical, however you want to term it, whatever vocabulary word you want to put in the front or behind it. It is always releasing a form of work. Simple as that. It is always distribute. I don't even know how to better put this word out, but it's technically somewhat of uploading. It's somewhat of releasing. It's somewhat of putting out. You're giving to someone. That's a form of distribution. Now, if I get 5 shirts and I give out all 5, then I am distributing 5 shirts. Okay? So that is what distribution means in the music term. In the term of music, when you're talking about distribution and music, that is what that means. Now, moving on to publishing. Publishing is very, very interesting because it is also very much as important as distribution. Publishing is, if anything, this should be like a bit more focused on than the distribution. Once you distribute something, you released it wherever I said, If I have these 5 shirts and I distribute them to 5 different people, I know I distributed these shirts to 5 different people. Now, if they publish a video of me distributing these shirts to them, that is when it becomes a different segment in business. If I publish the shirts on a website, or if I publish the shirts in a video for you guys, then that is me publishing the content for you. That is not me giving you the content. That is not me releasing or distributing the content to you. That is me just publishing an accessive view for you to access something. Okay? So with publishing, it is very much important because how do you track where your music is being published after you distribute your music? So if you distribute your music to Apple Music and someone decides to publish a video using the audio you distributed in the background of this video, that is where publishing is very much way more important than distribution at. Because that is where you have to have your publishing on board. You have to have your IPI connected and linked to this distribution and to this record. So that way you can scan and track each time someone publishes content, a video, or just republishes your content in general. So that's why publishing is important. And so many other reasons, but that's just one of the first and main reasons why I feel that is totally important, and why we have to understand the difference between distribution and publishing, distributing content and publishing. Distributing a release and publishing the release is totally different. So some people can also honestly make a way better killing off of publishing their content than distributing their content. So this is why I'm giving us the even layout playing field of, okay, this is distribution, this is the pros and cons of it, and this is publishing, and this is the pros and cons of it. Okay. Once again, I'm also not an expert on these specific definitions for these terms that are used in music. This is just what I have taken the time out to study and what I have learned from it. This is the insight that I feel I've gained from studying these sectors and understanding all of these different counterparts in the music business in general. Okay. So now that we have that out the way, I'm going to go straight into the miscellaneous top. Oh, whoa. I'm skipping. I'm sorry. I'm totally sorry. I apologize. Once again, if you're watching this from YouTube, I am extremely sorry. I appreciate you. Make sure you leave a message in the chat. Make sure you drop a comment, comment once again, and share and tell me you're here. Yeah. But other than that, I'm over here skipping topics. But you know what? Since I already showed y'all it, we're going to get into it. I was supposed to talk about miscellaneous topics, but we're going to leave the miscellaneous topics for last. We're going to get straight into purchasing and negotiation. Purchasing and negotiating contracts, royalties, sync licensing. What else? What else can I get? Mechanical licensing, mechanical royalties, the digital stream, digital royalties, digital royalty streams. This is what we're getting into now. We're getting into that space. All right. So, why do I feel purchasing is important in the music business? First things first, let's just use a bit of common sense here. Why is purchasing important in any business? Why is purchasing crucial and very much important to any business? Because we have no business without the purchase. There is no sale without the transaction. Do we understand these things? There is no sale without the transaction. So that's why purchasing is very much important to me. That's why purchasing was number 4, but it just got bumped up to number 3. So this is the third topic. purchasing, because it is very much important. This goes back to the first topic as well. Beats, producers, production, equipment, paying your team, paying the creators, paying collaborators, paying producers, paying everyone that deserves to get paid. Purchasing is very much important. Negotiation and negotiating is very much important. Understanding how you can better the negotiation process of this collaboration is very much important for every release. You know, this is splits agreements we're talking about. This is royalties we're talking about. Contracts we're talking about. Publishing, distribution, copyright infringement, copyrights, intellectual property we're discussing here. So this is very much important to the process of all of that. You know, this is very much important. Understanding how and when to purchase, understanding why you should purchase something, understanding the investment within the purchase that you are making is very much important in the music business, way more than the music. If nobody else is going to tell you, I'm just going to tell you, because why does every artist have a problem? No artist has a problem until finances get involved. Whether it's them not getting royalties, whether it's them signing their life away, whether it's somebody fucking them over, whether it's whatever it is, 9 times out of 10, music discrepancies and fallouts in the music industry always happen due to the lack of funds, the lack of finance, the lack of the transaction, the lack of the appreciation or the approach to the transaction, the negotiation process, and purchasing whatever it is that may need to be purchased. No matter if it's content, no matter if it's the beat, the exclusive license to the beat, the exclusive rights to the beat, no matter what it is that you're purchasing. All of these components and key components are very much important to the main base and foundation here, which is the music and the music business. This is all important. And at some point, it could be very detrimental to the success or the impact of your career and the impact of your record, of your releases, of the music that you release in general. So understanding the purchase process is very much important. It is way more important than the record, than you actually getting the record out to the audience, than you actually putting, like, what is more important than the process of you gathering the information and you gathering, hey, is everybody getting treated equally? Does everyone feel like they have their fair share of this collaboration that we've all taken the time out to create and craft together? That is totally why purchasing, negotiation, contracts, splits, royalties, agreements, and all of these conversations need to be held and spoken about way before we even get to the recording process. Some artists actually hate when I do it. They're like, yo, all right, we're trying to rap. Like, yo, Leeky, rap. Like, yo, when the new music. And I'm like, yeah, you know, you got to, whatchamacallit? Yo, you know, somebody's selling your publishing, right? Like, when I throw these little key factors out, it's like, yo, we just trying to chill, bro. What you talking about? But I always like to throw these things out there because I never want anyone to feel like somebody is being taken advantage of. I never want anyone to feel like, hey, you may know more than me and you're taking advantage of me. So I always give everyone the same playing field that I have. Hey, look, oh, this is what you're going to do? Well, this is what I'm going to do on my end. You know, if you haven't did this, or if you're not doing that, I would suggest you try it too as well. You never know. It may could help what you're doing as well, or it could just be a little extra push for you. It's kind of how I always try to showcase things to people, like, hey, I did this publishing thing, it works. But one thing I'll never do is advise someone to do something that I have never personally tried myself, or that I have never personally got the experiments or experience I was looking for in whatever I'm advising someone to do. I just would personally never do that, because then that's me selling you up a river and selling you a lie. And then you go do it and you realize, yo, this shit ain't work for me. And you ain't even tried. You never even tried this. And when you did, it didn't work for you. So I always try to advise people off of what I feel works or worked for me in the past and moving forward in general. So when I'm sharing certain information, you don't always have to feel like, oh, he's right or maybe he's wrong. This is just my personal opinion when I'm speaking sometimes. So you can always beg to defer. You can always argue. You can always leave a comment in the back like, hey, I disagree. Like, I'm fine to that. I'm open to that, of us having conversation to say, hey, look, I totally disagree with that. You're wrong here. Let me enlighten you here. I'm not one of them guys that's like, yo, fuck you. You don't tell me. No, I actually love criticism. I actually love to know where I can do better at. I love that. You know, somebody else may not like it, but if you're gonna tell me everywhere I'm doing wrong at, when you could be focused on yourself, I'm sorry. I appreciate that. Because I'm gonna listen to you and I'm gonna one up you. So that's why I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm petty. I'm an Aries. It's an Aries thing. So whoever's telling me whatever I'm doing wrong, I'm gonna look at it like, oh, so you was joking about this while you was joking on my mistakes. I get you telling me. I respect that. I appreciate that. I'm going to take this in and I'm actually going to make this difference. And I want you to notice the difference because that's what I'm doing it for. Yeah, I'm just that petty. I'm an Aries like that. So, but other than that, we're going to get straight into miscellaneous topics and copyrights. All right. Understanding the copyright. Fun fact. I don't know if it's still like this, but fun fact. Whoever has the original file, the first and original file, technically owns the copyright. Now, once whoever has the original and first file of this recording, once it is transferred, then that's when, things become a little deferred. So basically, what I'm trying to say, in other words, wherever you record your music at, that's who owns the copyright to your music. Whoever has the original format of the track, that is the master. Whether you understand it, appreciate it, like it or not, that is the master right there. That is totally the master. So what I would damn, I just got thrown off. Kaya was about to jump into live and stuff like that, so I just got thrown off a bit off topic because I was just trying to make sure that she's good. But damn, what was I talking about? All right, copyright infringement. Copyright. Can somebody please in the chat like where I left off at or something? Like, fuck. All right, bet. So, damn, man. Fuck. See, this is the thing about going live and doing it live. Fuck. I don't remember the last topic I was on. All right, but copyright, miscellaneous topics. Okay, so miscellaneous topics. Why did I name it miscellaneous topics? I named it miscellaneous topics because when you okay, that's what I was talking about. Sorry, so sorry. Bear with me. My mind runs on freaking 1,000. I have like ADHD. So copyright. It was something that I was getting to. Okay, wherever you record the music at is where is who owns the copyright first. Okay, whoever has the original track, the original audio track, that's who originally owns the copyright at first. Once that copyright is transferred and once the audio is transferred over to the artist, then technically it's your copyright because it's been transferred over to you. Okay. Copyright is a copyright. It's right in the word. If you write it down, right? If you write something down and then you write a copy of this, which you written down, that's a copyright. So if you record something, do you get to where I'm getting to with the master? If you record something, what does it then convert into? It converts into a title, the artist name, the production, the collaborators. That is the copyright right there. The information is the copyright. So miscellaneous topics. Why did I start off with? Why did I call it miscellaneous topics? Why am I saying miscellaneous topics? Because this is an actual subject in the music business. This is an actual field of revenue in the music business to where there can be so much miscellaneous income flowing in from this record, and it can be from publishing or distribution and sync licensing mechanical as well, to where it's miscellaneous. We don't know where it came from, but it just showed up. We tracked it, And this is what we got. It's miscellaneous. We don't know where it came from, but this is what we have from what we received. So that's why I wanted to start with miscellaneous topics, because miscellaneous topics is a subject in business that a lot of people do not discuss. No one really talks about. And that's the same with entertainment and media in general. For anyone that gets royalties, you may see a miscellaneous subject. For anyone that gets paychecks or just get paid in general, there may be some times where you have ever gotten a payroll or a check and you look through and it's like, miscellaneous. You're doing the breakdown of the funds, the profit, the loss of where you're profiting at, how much you actually earned, stuff like that. Some, subjects and context fields will say miscellaneous. Fun fact for that. I honestly don't know what it is and where it comes from. But the greatest way that you can track all of the miscellaneous revenue is by simply making sure you have your international standard name identification, your international name identifier. This is called an ISNI, an international standard name identifier. Is with an S, I mean, ISNI stands for. Okay, that word was giving me like, it was gonna be tongue twisted for real. But yeah, that's what that stands for. Miscellaneous topics is really just bread flowing in from, it could be probably from Snapchat, it could be from this, it could be from anywhere. But whoever is collecting the revenue and whoever is licensed to distribute your releases and publish your content, uh, they don't have more information on where this specific fund or royalty came from. So that's where the miscellaneous royalty and miscellaneous revenue comes from within the music business and business in general when it comes to cash flow, earning, royalties, and things of that nature in general. Uh, I appreciate everybody that has tuned in. If you joined this live, I appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. If you're watching this episode after the live stream, once again, like I said, I love and appreciate you. Please drop a comment. Anything that you agree with or you disagree with, please drop a comment. Anything that you want to share or showcase, drop in the chat, drop in the comments. DM me if that doesn't work at Little Italy _ on Instagram, at LeekyBandzTV on Instagram. That is LeekyBandz TV on Instagram. No LEA. Don't, please. Anybody that spells my name like that is total disrespect. If it's autocorrect doing it, delete the comment or delete whatever and fix it. That's like me knowing your name and just spelling it wrong and saying it wrong right in front of you. Your name is Kayla, so now I'm gonna call you Kyla right in front of you. That's the disrespect, okay? But it doesn't happen to me a lot, but I'm just saying it because some people think everybody named Leeky is spelled Leaky. Fun fact, my name is not even spelled with an E or AKY. My name is Malik, Malik. It's Malik, but the pronunciation is Malik. Okay, Malik. Malik, but Malik. Okay, so for anybody wondering where the fuck the name Leeky comes from, because some people just like to name themselves the farthest thing from their original name. My name is Malik because my name is Leeky because my name is Malik, and people used to simply call me Malik the 5 foot freak, and then it just got shortened to Freak-a-Leak, and then it got shortened to Leeky. As I would grow up, the older I got, it got shortened into Leeky. Then when I got into music, it was Leeky Bills, and I grew from that to Leeky Bandz. Thanks to Rose Ruffin for giving me that name. Other than that, I appreciate everybody that joined this episode, and every episode that we do on here is sponsored by the greatest sponsors that I could ever have. The V Wellness, health and wellness. I'm talking about multivitamins. I'm talking about Brazilian blend coffee. I'm talking about ashwagandha. We talking about a whole bunch of health products, supplemental products, and just wellness products in general that make you feel great. You can go purchase any of those in the shop now at futuresoundny.org/V. Once again, that is futuresoundny.org/V. V. Nothing else. Just the /V. If you're looking for the Converse collection, you do the same thing. futuresoundny.org/V/Converse. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Kaya's in the background, whining a little bit. I don't know why, but I'm about to figure out right now. Peace out. Thank you for rocking out with me. We'll be back in a few. Go!